Ready, set, go. All right, so now that we have part of this game playing and it's working pretty well as you move up to it's keeping score, it's moving along. I don't have a real statement right now that's making it change, but I did do that little random background thing. But what I would rather it do is go to a new level. So right now I've got this level 1 set up. And if I wanted to be a real lazy coder, I could probably copy all this and come down and make a whole nother level based off of that. So let me be a lazy coder and do just that. So I'm copying that whole level 1, and now I need to make sure I go in and change these up. So I'm making a level 2, and make sure I change, scan that code. If you're copying a block like that, make sure you're changing everything you need to change. And I'm going to make it so here it actually goes to that next one. One thing I think I'll change also when we're playing this game to start off is I think to be able to just see that line a little bit better. At the beginning, it's a nice kind of crutch because it kind of jumps around, gives you a clear place to go to. It's attached to your mouse. This will make it so it's on top. Notice how I just moved that line down to be afterwards. So now it's on top of it. And if we were to look at this distance, it's actually making a jump each time I get to be just half of that, the outside of it. The half of the ball size is when it makes that jump. Same is going to be true in our level 2. But in the level 2, I'm going to get rid of our line. So I'm commenting out the line, and now when we run it, well, I don't have a way to get to level 2 yet. So let's fix that. Let's make it so that we have a clear flow. Right now inside of our draw, it's only running that level 1. We want there to be a condition that happens where it says right now it's going to level 1, but when something changes, like our score gets more than 5, then we can go on to level 2. In order to make this make sense, I think a new variable is called for. So we're going to say, let's make one called game state. So the game state eventually is going to be able to house if it's the start screen or the end screen. We can put it in there. Right now, we're just going to call it, I'm going to make it just L1. So L1 will be our level 1. That's telling us what level our game's going to be at. And then when we get into our draw, this is where we're going to put another conditional, an if statement in. And we can say if game state equals, and in quotes, because this is a string variable we're looking at, we can say level 1. And then I'm going to do an open curly brace, close curly brace, and I'm just tabbing it in to keep my style nice. So this little section right here, what I've added so far shouldn't change at all what the game has done. So I'm testing it, make sure what I just did doesn't change anything. It's still in level 1. Nothing's really changed. But now is the point where I can say, hey, let's come down here and make this condition change it. So I can come into here, instead of saying it's going to flash the background, let's tell it to change the game state. So game state is now going to be level 2. If the score gets better than 5, game state is now level 2. And when I do that right now and try to play it, when I get to the next level, you'll notice it goes away, and the whole game stops. That's because it's no longer level 1 inside the draw, but it's also not level 2. It's not going anywhere because I haven't put in a conditional statement to get me there. So I need another if statement. That's our condition. And when the condition game state equal L, why did I make it capital? L2, then I want to tell it to do that level 2. Open, close, semicolon. So now when I get to 5, in theory, let's see, did I do everything else right? I think so. So now when I get to 5 inside of my level 1 function here, it's going to say when it gets to 5, change the game state from where it is in level 1 to level 2. Up here in the draw, it's going to just, instead of pointing me to here, it's going to point me to there. So let's run it. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, so we're in level 2, but I didn't change the text. Where is that text? Here we go, level 2. And exclamation point. Yes, level 2. Then we know we get to the next level. So 2, 3, 4, 5, level 2. Yes, we're in level 2. So I could very easily just go in here instead and change things, but you'll also notice that I took the line out for level 2. Level 2 now just got a little bit harder. There's no string that tells you where the ball is as you move towards it. So it got to be a little bit harder. Now the next part I would actually add is probably a level 3. And I could make level 3 a little bit harder by maybe taking the line off or make it get smaller as we go on. So let me do one of those. I'm going to copy all of my level 2. I'm going to put on a whole new level here. I'm going to say level 3. And I'll make the level change here. When the score gets to 15, now go to, or 10, I guess I could, right? Should I do 10? I'll do 10. We'll make it go up every 5, so we don't have to wait too long as we test. We'll say when the score gets to be greater than or equal to that, then game state. Change the game state, and we will make it be then level 3. So let's see, in level 3, we will make it change. We'll just make the end of it. We'll make it flashy when we get all the way to the end. Make it be really annoying ending at the moment. And then the next video we'll create a start screen and another high score. But let's see, level 3, background's going to go crazy. But I think in this one we should do one other thing. Let's make it maybe a little bit harder. Each time it happens, let's make the ball size get a little bit smaller. -5. Oops, not equal 5. Huh. We'll make the ball size each time get 5 units smaller. So level 3 is going to get harder real quick. We got that. Now there's one thing I'm missing. Right now, it has no way to actually get to level 3. Here it's changing the game state, but it's not running the function. So here I need to do that one last thing. I'm going to say here, game state equal level 3. And now I'll say level 3. Did I change the name of the other one? I feel like I didn't. Well, let's find out. Did I change it? Oh, I did. Level 3. All right. Short-term memory loss. All right. Level 3. Blah, blah, blah. I think I want to change the color of these two. I need to give it a little bit more background. Let's make this one be change the background on that one, and we'll make this other last one be like a bluish color. So it just stands out a little bit more. And run it. Okay, first one's a little bit easier. There's my score, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're in this like orangey one. I'm chasing it down. I'm in level 2. I get to here, now I'm in level 3. And when I get up to 15, you see how it's getting smaller? Now it's getting to be really flashy. And hopefully you don't get a seizure. All right, so that's it for that one. The next one what we'll do is we'll add in a way to get the high score. We'll make maybe a start screen and then keep cruising on from there.